I am Daniela. Welcome back to ROP TV, what I like to call ROP TV. Welcome back to René Paris. Super excited to be with you this afternoon. I am super excited about my guest today with myself and Abby and Alexander. You know that we've been talking about different reasons why people look for solutions for hair loss. So we all know that there's so many different circumstances, so many different reasons why people wear wigs. And today I want to let you know that I'm super excited to have our guest today. I know it's taken a lot of courage for her to share with us today, but I know she's going to help so many people because she is experiencing hair loss after she is a COVID survivor. So it is very close to my heart to share this information because I know that so many people are experiencing this and maybe just haven't really don't even know where to start to look for help. And she reached out to me because I am one of her hairstylists. She has a couple of them. And when I say that, it's because, you know, you have your hairstylist that does your alternative hair, and then you have your hairstylist that does your bio hair. And she has a bio hairstylist, and then I'm her alternative hairstylist. And so it was an experience, and there's so many different reasons why this is going to be so great. So I'm gonna invite her in. She's gonna be joining us, and there's just so many reasons why this session today is gonna be so good because we covered why we're needing a wig. Then we talked about the fact that she really couldn't come to the boutique physically, so we did all of this over the phone, which is another. I just want to encourage people that if you're looking and you think that you can't get the help that you need because you can't go into an actual boutique or wig shop, you can. So all this is, we're going to cover all of this. So I'm waiting for her to join us. Hey, hi there.
Hey,
How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I know it's taking you a lot of courage because as we were talking, you know, it's one of those things where I know it's not easy to talk about hair loss. And I know that this is a point in your life where you're really, really busy. I'm going to let you talk in a minute, but I just want to share, you're really, really busy. I know this was really difficult for you because this affected not just you, but you're going to share your the way you came back to me. And you're very, very busy because you're a full-time student, getting ready to graduate, not knowing you were going to have to deal with this issue, didn't know where to go. And I was sharing that we did this all over the phone. You never had to come in because you're not able to right now. But if you'll go ahead, Sarah, if you'll introduce yourself, and then we'll take it from there.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sarah Cuevas, and I think to me it's just unreal to even hear you say just a minute ago that I'm a COVID survivor, because I think for me the experience probably hasn't fully set in for myself or my family. In September, we all tested positive. So myself, my oldest daughter, my father, my mother, my sister, and my grandmother. The only one who we know to date that was not positive was my youngest daughter. And she may have had the symptoms mildly, but, you know, we're thankful that she didn't officially test positive. But, that experience in itself was very, scary and tough time for myself and my family. My grandmother and my father were both in ICU for over a week and a half. And I physically was out of school and work for over a month because of the way that COVID impacts everybody so differently. In my situation, I recently was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And so what I experienced with COVID was more of the neurological pain and more of things that I think were not as common that we saw with the CDC guidelines and things like that. And during that time, I think the last thing that I think I ever worried about was my hair. You know, I have a short haircut now. You know, we decided to cut my hair right before the pandemic hit in March, you know, out of a convenience thing. You
Mhm.
know, for me, I'm not a stranger to short hair, but I think, you know, I reached a point, and I remember probably like my third week in dealing with COVID, I reached out to my, you know, bio hairstylist and said, hey, man, if, you know, as soon as I'm well, can we do something with my hair? Is it because I'm to the point where I want to shave it off completely and let's just start fresh? Because there were some things that I noticed that were not, you know, the same as before. I have a very thick head of natural hair. And so this side of my hair in particular, you know, we had shaved it down pretty, you know, significantly, but after COVID, it literally took about 3 to 4 months to get this. And if you could see the tips of my hair, a lot of it porosity wise is not the same. You know, there's some pieces here and there that I've kind of had to fight with or hide, you know, when I'm fixing my hair daily. And even the top of my hair, there's just kind of like this natural limpness to it where I used to have a really very full head of hair. And even color wise, my hair cannot hold the color anymore, which I think was really confusing to me at first because, you know, I love to change up the color and things like that. But literally, I think I went through 3 or 4 different hair colors after September, trying to find some type of happy medium that would definitely hold throughout, kind of just trying to get back to find some kind of, I guess, normalcy
Yes.
with my hair and even like my skin on my face, you know, and I think, you know, I reached out for help because I felt myself in that place again where I was like, let's just start from scratch. Let's get it all off and try again. But thankfully, I know my grandmother had some struggles too with her hair, and her hair is her crown. That's her pride. And so for us, I think collectively going through it together gave us a little bit more hope than we probably would have in doing it by ourselves. So it's we continue to work with day to day. You know, I had a lot of neurological struggles, so I have on a brace today because I had a lot of neurological pain in my hand.
Mhm.
And so what was so hard for me was not being able to braid my daughter's hair, you know, because I couldn't hold something for too long. And a lot of the symptoms are that may potentially linger. They're just still kind of unknown. But I know the fact of, you know, kind of looking in the mirror and seeing the hair that just wouldn't do anything was
Yeah.
kind of discouraging.
Yes. Is also preparing to graduate. And I can only imagine the stress that you feel whenever such a big day is coming and you just, on top of everyday issues, just don't know how you're going to fix that. And how you're going to fix that or find a solution. And I, like with anyone else, I encourage Sarah not to shave her hair off because it's very, very important to work with what you have right now. And because it's one I always share, you know, like I understand some people don't have that option, but if you do have that option, I always just say kind of hold on to what you have, because I always, you know, I was telling Sarah that she can blend in some of her own hair, which is going to be good. And it's and as far as spirit wise, I know Sarah, so I just know it would be better for her not to shave her hair off. But the other thing I wanted to share was I just wanted to make sure that everyone understands that we're very empathetic for anyone who is currently in this situation, and we're just, you know, hoping for speedy recoveries for everyone. My heart goes out to anyone who's been in this situation, and we're just trying to bring awareness to the fact that if you do need assistance, that we can try to help you with different options. And so we sent Sarah a gift, and the most important thing, alongside everything else, was for us to also share that Sarah got a little panicked whenever she reached out, because she really doesn't have the time to come into the wig shop or the boutique to get fitted. And so we did all of this over the phone. Her consultation was over the phone. I looked at her current color, her what she was hoping for, what her hair used to look like before she started losing it. And so, Sarah, I am super excited to see what you thought of your wig gift, of your gift. So are you ready to do that for us?
Yes, I am. So,
Awesome.
I don't have a wig cap. So, is it okay that I put it over my natural hair?
That is okay.
Okay, because I was a little worried, but I received this beauty this weekend. So, thank you very much.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
Paris. I made my adjustments in the back to make sure that it will hopefully fit my head a little bit more comfortably.
Mhm.
But in the process of this, I shared it with my family, and it was really funny because my sister said, "Oh my gosh, Sarah, that looks like your hair right before COVID hit." And so I'm still getting used to playing with the front, so please bear with me. But just to see the height of it and the coloring,
Oh,
and
I love it.
so
Love
this
that.
looks
Yes.
very close to my natural color and hair direction that we were going, once I had the hair. So my hair was a little bit shorter than this, but what I love about it is I can, and see these are my natural pieces coming out right there that I could weave in with it. Um, but it gave me a lot of hope to
Good.
see this, and to send it to my friends and coworkers. And for me, I think um, it's a kind of like a shock thing to see that, oh my gosh, I could almost get back to what I looked like before. Um, and it was very, it was a really powerful experience too, to show my daughters, hey, mommy's hair has been bothering her, but let's take a look at this. And so I know they were like, Mom, that looks just like you before, everything else happened. And
You
so
love the color.
yes, the color I think is so, and I think that's important to understand, because I know it's hard to not be able to physically go into a space, but with my working with you, Danny, it was so easy because I exchanged pictures of myself
Mhm.
before, and it was so seamless because I feel like I almost would have been really overwhelmed had I gone into the store and tried to find something. And so I think, as crazy as it sounds, is, you and I doing this over the phone, it truly felt still like that one-on-one care that I received,
Good.
because
Very
uh,
good.
I think we were exchanging things and looking at things. And for me, when I got the gift in the mail, I definitely, I cried a little because I knew exactly what was in the box, but I was a little nervous to see, what it would look like because of the fact that we did do something on the phone. But, my hope is to let it sit a little bit longer and, pull it back. I always used to pull my hair back like this, just to let it kind of be natural and
Yes. Wonderful.
everything. And so
Do
I
you,
definitely,
Sarah, before I forget to ask you, so I'm sorry to cut in, but
that's okay.
before, do you mind reading for me the tag?
Yes. I'm wearing the Adeline, and the color is marble brown. And it's model 2389. And I really have to say, I remember you sending me the picture and I was like, oh, I think that'll work. But then once we got it, I got it out of the box.
Oh,
Color is
yes.
stunning. Yes. And so it's a lot of fun. And I definitely am excited to, give it a little more and go from there to see, how I can blend everything else with it, and everything across the board. And I am very grateful for the opportunity today because I think, you know, in going through COVID and not knowing what is left or what we could deal with, I think my hair was the last thing that I ever thought that could potentially contribute to. Um,
Yes.
so I think I just hit this point where I would just, comb my hair over every day and then just call it good for me. But then having to relearn how to use some of the styling, products, like using a curling iron again, or, using a round brush to do my hair with the limitations on my hands has been a little bit challenging in that aspect.
Well, thank you, Sarah. The most important thing is that we were able to help Sarah with alternative hair. She has an option. she's having limitations with her right hand. And I didn't even know that. So I'm super excited to know that this is going to be a wonderful accessory. And until you get your hair back to the place where you want it to be, which leads me to the next suggestion. In the event that you're out there and you're needing assistance, and you just don't see yourself in a wig. And I totally understand that. I work with people every day. They come in and they think that a wig is just not for them. And I understand that. So the other option is we have wonderful products. And we also sent, if you don't mind, Sarah, if you could show us the other kit that we sent you, please.
So and again, thank you so much for that, because I actually used a little bit this weekend. And so it's the Bosley, it's the Boss Revive, the nourishing shampoo, and the volumizing conditioner, as well as the thickening treatment. And honestly, I can tell you that immediately I noticed a very subtle difference, which gave me some more hope, because, you know, I've had the issue with the porosity in my hair and the dryness. And so it kind of felt like, if I could explain it in a, I don't know, it felt like this tingly magic, because whenever I was, you know, in the shower and I could just feel like it working or going to work, believe it or not. And then when I got out of the shower, I didn't even have to put any of my, you know, because I use a lot of stay-in conditioners to kind of keep the hair from feeling so dry. And it was really exciting to not have to put so much of that in my hair, but also use these three. So I was really excited to see that just kind of start happening.
Wonderful. Okay, so for those of you that may not feel like a wig is for you, always know that there are so many other options as well. Going back to the wig lines that we carry.
So definitely it's a good product. I did appreciate using it. And I'm excited to see what the outcome will be in using all of it.
Wonderful. So we sent, going back to the products, I'm sorry, we sent Sarah the Bosley Revive for color treated hair. There is a kit for color treated hair and non-color treated hair, excuse me. And so what that means is, for the color treated, it's definitely going to help you if you do have hair color. And these are all vegan, sulfate-free, paraben-free products. And let me just tell you, there is an extensive line of products. They're wonderful. And what I'm going to ask you to do, if you want more information on the Bosley line, please go to our YouTube channel. And there are several videos that Alexander has done for us. And he will guide you through step by step all the different products and what they're wonderful for. So again, if you need more information on the Bosley products, please go to our YouTube channel and look for Alexander. He is one of my social media, he's my social media brother. And there's so much other information, but like I said, the most important thing, Sarah, I want to thank you again for being with us today. I want to thank you for having the courage to share about your hair loss, because I've known Sarah, and her hair is very, very important. Like I said, she has a bio hairstylist, and then she has me, and I do her alternative hair for different occasions. And so I want to say thank you, Sarah, for sharing your journey with us. I hope you have a speedy recovery, and I'm wishing you the very best as you graduate. I know for myself, my sister is a COVID survivor twice, and she has been having issues with her hair as well. And thank goodness I'm here to help my sister. But I just know that for anyone out there that is needing hair assistance, hair solutions for all types of reasons, all different circumstances, please know, like I said, we never met. We did all of this over the phone. So if you're not able to get somewhere, please know that you can go to reneparis.com, use the locator information on the website, and find someone that can help you. And like I said, you don't have to go in if you just don't feel like you want to, we did all this over the phone. And make sure you share this information. Make sure you tell whoever you think that it might be useful for. Make sure that you subscribe, follow us on YouTube, hit the notification button so that you'll be first to know whenever we are going live again. And make sure you look out for my friends, my social media family, Abby and Alexander, because there's just so much great information. And please get the help if you need it. And again, I want to thank you for joining us back at René Paris today. And like I always say, make sure you live big in your ROP wig. Bye now.